Good evening, good evening, good
Good evening,
evening.
y'all. Good evening. All right, now. What we talking about this evening, guys? I'm your
I
host.
got a
D.
question.
Yeah.
Who started this pajama mess?
That's what we're talking about tonight, John.
Come
All
on,
right,
man.
all right, all right.
I
That's it inappropriately when we out and about first thing in the morning, like you said.
no, it ain't even first thing in the morning. It's all day.
Mm.
Hey, pajamas and bonnets.
I mean, I don't know. Somebody must have told me it was a good look, but obviously it's not. You know, people been having this conversation for the last couple of years. Now I thought Monique talked about it recently, a couple of years back. She seen a sister with a bonnet on, a plane, and she like
I
I don't
understand
know.
people don't want to mess up their hair. When they on a plane, they want to lean back. But people was out shopping in the stores with bonnets on. They outside with pajamas that look like they've been through everything.
And we talking about adults. We ain't talking about children.
I mean, talking about. But why the kids got on pajamas
Shit,
too?
they be looking like their faces been washed.
The kids too.
I know. They come outside with yuck mouth and face and got on pajamas. Why?
It's kind of bothering. Even when you know what be bothering me out, the ones that's wearing sweaters in 90-degree weather.
That's a new thing. Sweaters and
How
hoodies.
you wearing hoodies and sweaters in this 90
Yeah, I
degrees
can't
out
talk
there?
about that because my little one 10 years old
They do
trying
it.
that shit
They do
now.
it. That's I don't know what it
What's
means.
up with that? Tell me about the stop looking at their ass out there.
Like,
It's hot outside.
with that hoodie?
Where you going outside with the hoodie?
They think that shit is cute, though.
No.
I just want to know: is anybody hot though? Are they hot? Like I'll walk outside and I'll be like, though. And they got hoodie on. I'm sitting here with a.
Just sitting there chilling.
Oh, some people wearing winter hats.
Headphones, you know, like you be like, what the hell? Like I guess they on some different shit with their weather. They
I want to know what it means.
I don't know. Especially the bonnet piece with our sisters, particularly our young sisters. You know, you should be able to teach. And I've noticed, I know mothers are telling their daughters, don't be going out here with no goddamn bonnets on, but you ignore it, mama. You still taking your ass out into the school or whatever.
Because you got
Put on these little babies. The baby's bonnet. So in the house to protect your hair. You got your hair done. You put the bonnet on. You go to bed. You get up and take.
Not no more. Not no more. It's a part of your outfit.
Attire.
Like I don't know.
Coming out to job interviews with bonnets. Why?
Who told them the hell to do that? I mean, ain't no way.
You know who
walk
did
in
it?
my job.
You know who did it?
Looking for a job with a bonnet.
The Asian people. The Asian people made them think that shit was okay.
Because they getting $1. Because we
Yeah.
buying it from
I
them.
don't
You
have-
already know they got
I
the
have a
bonnets. They
bonnet.
selling all the fucking bonnets.
All kinds of bonnets. The ones that kill me is the ones like the real long ones that
Yeah.
have no hair. No hair in it.
Make it make sense, bro.
I don't know. I guess that's
Because that's what it be for the dreads, for the ones with the dreads.
Why don't you have to be there and get on like?
You walking and it's blowing in the wind like this. Right.
I don't know. I know the other day I noticed I watched an episode with a sister and she was talking to a young sister in reference to the fact that she was in the supermarket with her and she had a bonnet on and she was telling her, you know, why are you in the store with a bonnet on, baby? Like, you know, that don't make no sense. You know, a bonnet is, like you said, for the house when you're home, not when you're out, you know, in society, you know, handling your business. And the young lady had to tell her, like, yeah, my mom told me the same thing. And she was like, why the hell you didn't listen to your mom?
But they don't listen to
Well, you know, like, she, like, come on, like, what
your
are
mama
you
told.
doing?
But the parents is telling kids things and they just ignore them and go about their day.
But they think you don't know that. You ain't been on this earth for how many years you been on this earth?
Like you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about what's going on. Mike, you don't know nothing.
I'm gonna tell you this, and that's just me. If you came to me for a job interview and you were a motherfucking bonnet,
Please, I wouldn't.
you wouldn't even sit down. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you as you go right the fuck right back out the door.
I'm gonna let you go through the whole thing.
Pajamas. Some of the parts are interviews in pajamas.
Some people pajamas, you're going the fuck out the door. Like,
caught in pajamas?
and then your ass going to jail.
Yeah, we had that too, coming in with pajamas on.
The one thing I loved about my mom is that, you know, when she was raising us, she always told us the importance of how you carry yourself and how you dress, you know.
Absolutely.
It speaks volumes. You know, I don't know what happened to that. Because today in this society, it seems like people don't care. People don't iron their clothes anymore.
They don't.
You know, people just
They
wear
don't
whatever.
Right. They don't
coordinate. Right, like that. These are things that were very important to our race. You know, very important how we carry it. No matter how much we didn't have much, but what we had,
we made it look nice.
This is the thing. You have a lot of them that go to interviews with shorts on, jeans on. This is the thing. I understand.
Everybody.
No. I understand if you can't afford it and
you can't
down right now and you're trying to get a job.
I get it.
When you step in there, what you're supposed to say to that good morning, how you doing? I'm sorry for the inappropriate dressing. I really need the job, but this is all I have.
I get it. I get it and I understand. But there's no dress code no more.
No.
People go to job interviews anyway.
Whatever. Then that's the sad part. Back in the days, men knew how to dress as far as their attire.
Shirt.
Right.
Sometime it's time.
What about this tight ass pants that we wear?
I don't know.
You don't know if it's a girl ass or a boy?
I don't even know.
I'm not even concerning myself with that. I just want you to dress properly.
Dress
properly.
If it's so fucking tight, and you like that, you're not looking to look, but when you turn around and see the person walking, you realize this is a fucking.
Back in the day, we already knew we from New York. The brothers wore their pants, they was loose. They not these tight ass jeans now, all up in your ass. Like it is true. Like you said, everything is tight now, and everything is like you said, like kind of high water. Like it's different style, and ain't nothing wrong.
We not
different
down
time.
with the style.
Our style was more laid back. Like I said, it was a little more baggier. It wasn't all that, like it is today.
Man wasn't wearing femme shit.
And fans wasn't wearing a lot of man shit. But, as you can see, the roles have reversed now. It's changed. But, that's society. But like I said, still as a whole, as us, being African Americans, we know how we were raised. And we know a lot of us came from backgrounds of our family member structure. And we were taught that it's important to carry yourself a certain way.
Right,
how to dress.
Yourself.
Yes, it seems like that shit went out the back door now.
That shit ran out the back door.
You go into one of these stores and find clothes to wear. Everything, like if you want an outfit, they got this stuff in it. You be like, what is this? Everything is hoochie shorts, little tops, and everything. Why? Why is everybody showing everything?
Even the big girls now, and ain't no shame, because, I love me a thickums, you know what I mean? But
some of them thickums should put that shit up.
They got all that shit showing now,
But why? Why show everything? For what?
That's how
I was raised. My mama said, you can't
show everything.
Put it all out there. Leave me something that, be surprised.
Something special for me. Something for me.
You know what I'm saying? Not
everybody.
Everybody seen it. Well, she got a tattoo right on the back of her thigh.
On her hands. I'm telling you, hey, tattoo right. You
that's crazy.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching on TikTok. Yo, the breast, it's like she had this little baby thing, or it just got in there. Everything else is showing. Them titties is astronomical, and I just be looking like that. It be millions of motherfuckers watching it. I ain't the only one, but she's gorgeous and black, dark skin, and she be cooking. She cutting the onion, the titties just about. You like, what the fuck?
So wait, are you watching the onions or the titties bounce?
No, I don't know. You can't leave imagination no more.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to do much. You just sit there. And it's not that it's not inappropriate, because she's covering up the most important part. But you see it all that extra shit. You're like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Then they show up putting the shit in the oven. You're like,
wait. She teaching you how to cook, right?
What? Well, I'm learning like a motherfucker. You know? So much to the imagination now. Like, you don't even got to do much. All you got to do is keep swirling, and this shit gonna come
Get
out.
out.
And that's just what it is. But like I said, we have to be mindful of what we're putting out there in the presentations, because, just as bad, I'm enjoying it. We laughing and joking. Some people could take that real serious. They can get too.
We're not trying to offend nobody.
She's a beautiful young lady.
Our opinions.
Yeah, and hey, I ain't gonna lie, like what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I ain't mad at it.
Well, Khadijah watches, so don't worry about it.
I'm watching, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers watching.
Okay, I don't know. I ain't saying it. Don't want to see
you girl, you don't see that. Y'all mad. Y'all need to see that shit.
Y'all look, thing I want to see is my wife.
It's for people like me. All right?
People like her.
I don't want to see that shit. I want
my own wife.
Trust Gavin. I'm telling y'all want to see that. I'm telling you. Y'all need to. Y'all good. But anyway, rest of what we're talking about.
Them damn pajamas.
Yeah.
It's the white dirty ones. The pajamas, the white dirty ones that they be wearing. The
white dirty ones.
Pajamas.
The dirty
sneakers. Even the dirty sneakers on the back of the pajamas been dragging against the floor and everything. And they just looking nasty. Why? You put them on and they look like that.
It only takes 2 seconds to take them off and put another pair of pants on.
Put another pair of pajamas on. Right? Not that one. Another pair of pajamas on. Not that one. Come on. Like, I don't understand what this pajama thing means. Like,
everything.
What does it mean?
It means that this is what it means. It means that America got lazy.
America lazy.
I'm not.
All
I gotta go to the store. I ain't got time.
I ain't washing my face. I ain't brushing my teeth. I don't give a fuck. I ain't putting the crust out my eye. I'm
just going straight to the
supermarket. I ain't brushing my teeth. I'm gonna ask somebody. He tell me the. First thinking like a dragon just attacked you.
Don't give a damn.
It's crazy. I just didn't understand like the pajama thing. I
don't know. It seems like we've lost our way, you know.
But I ain't gonna lie.
As a community.
One day I was in here and I forgot. I had too much pajamas on.
You had to forget?
No. No. Beer. Oh. You already know she's already over there. You already know. Drawers. She gonna get that beer. Nah. Don't make it seem like that, dude. Like that. Let's not play it like that. All right. Well, go ahead. Seriously. I mean, it was about 20 minutes before it was going to close on Sunday.
You had time.
I took my foot out just went to the store. But I kept saying to myself,
you know you
fucking
wrong.
pajamas.
You kept saying to yourself, you know you wrong, right? You kept saying, I know I'm wrong.
Catch my foot. Damn, yo.
A wife the street. Don't let a wife catch you coming in with the pajamas on.
Yo.
Oh my God, not the pajamas.
I know your mom. I'm telling my mama and her sisters was looking at her and fuck you raise your ass like that.
You better.
What did you doing? Shit. For a fucking bitch. Yeah, but it's real like that out here, y'all. Like I said, situations like that sometimes. But to be on a regular basis where it's happening every day in our communities, the way we seeing it now, like I said, niggas in the airport, all in the goddamn
they going places.
They all in the goddamn laundromat. Everybody just walking around with their pajamas on. In the club with their pajamas on. Motherfuckers probably going to Disney with their pajamas on. Let's just be honest. This is the way it is
proper
now.
Attire.
It's not the proper attire. We need to get back to that. Our value.
You tell them they can't come in places. That's not proper. Yeah.
It's the truth, though.
What is considered proper attire? Slacks and shirt. Pants, slack, shirt.
Especially for a job interview, you should know better. You should know how to carry yourself. You should know what you need to bring to an interview.
Yeah, people come to court and that stuff.
Nah, you
white beaters with pajamas.
Oh, hell no.
Then we had to tell them, so you can't come to the courtroom like that. You gotta leave.
You're presenting yourself. And this how you come in? You're supposed to take pride in yourself. I don't care where you're doing or what you're going outside, except for Yvette when she went into the store for a beer.
But the thing is, like, I normally don't do nothing like that. But it's just like,
at least you was honest
about the stuff. To get out to get it.
We don't need justification on why you ran out 20 minutes before the store closed to go get some beer.
Yeah, you was honest about it.
At your house, you should take pride in how you look.
But I had some nice pajamas on.
It wasn't the white dirty ones that be dragging on the killing me. But nice. They the winter ones that look like they Christmas. In the back of the pants, they be all dragged up, and they just
no. But mine was a nice blue one, and with the pockets in the front.
What pockets?
Had some nice pajamas on.
She had no pajamas outside. That's all it is.
That's what we talking about. Like I said, reference to us carrying ourselves, conducting ourselves as adults, and like I said, to be running around here in your pajamas for no reason, just
besides
because,
going outside.
It's really unacceptable, especially as you're an adult. You should know better. You should know, like I said, the importance.
What about the ones that wear the pajamas and they have them sagging?
But I'm
showing the drawers and ass.
No, sometimes you see like young adults. But what kills me is when you got grown people, the grown people with your kids, and you got on pajamas.
Yo, it used to be a chick. I don't think it was out here when I lived upstate New York. She was an older sister. She had to be 60 something, at least 60 and up. She was running around. She worked at Walmart. pants ain't dragging off her ass. All you seen was the boxers. And I'm looking, because I'm saying to myself, like, what is wrong with your sister?
They don't understand what that means.
That don't look good. You a grown-ass woman.
That don't look
Fit
good
your
on
fucking
nobody.
pants
It don't look good on nobody.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But she was a grown black woman.
But if they actually knew what that stands for, it don't stand for. It don't really actually come from jail.
It come from
It come from slavery.
Bucking.
Those were the ones that were broken, and the man had to walk around with his pants down to let other slave master know
who he
that
was.
they could.
Do it to them,
You know.
And y'all don't realize that.
Then now they said it came from jail. They
never came from jail.
But they've been doing it in jail, and that's what they've been saying. Oh, guys come from jail and they got their pants. No,
this shit
don't kill me. Somebody with pants hanging down got a belt on. Why? What's the belt for?
No, listen. It wasn't even on his butt. This one I see, it wasn't even on his butt. And then he walked with his legs wide open.
Because they got to get their hips to work.
I said, boy, if the fucking judge was, the cop was chasing him, don't even try to run.
You can't.
Just fall on the floor.
Wow.
But I find it actually like even more funny, like I said, when you see the sisters trying to do the same thing they see these young black men doing. Like, don't do that, sisters. Y'all pick your
No, I think what they need to do, they need to have somebody.
Do that.
They need to have somebody that go around. Remember, we used to say,
take
it, have a poke stick and then poke their ass.
It don't make no sense. I see a lot of y'all trying
Poke
to
'em
follow
in
the
the eye.
same shit the younger ones. Y'all want to be grabbing yourselves and holding yourselves. And don't get it twisted, because ain't nobody fucking jealous or nothing, bitch. Because you doing it, because I could have been did that. I chose not to. You know, because I got pride in myself, and I know how I carry myself. Y'all making yourselves look stupid, and y'all think this shit is cute. But to these young girls, y'all think it's funny. Like, that shit ain't cute. Be who you are. You know, you don't have to follow no fucking body.
Perpetrate the pro.
Right. You know, like, come on. What's up? What's really good with y'all?
You'll be happier being you.
You know, y'all following.
God loves you as you are.
I don't like that. No, too many motherfucking followers. Where the fucking leaders at? Like, I lead, bitch. I don't never fucking follow. Like, what is y'all doing?
You just cursing somebody.
I'm sorry, because that's just how I get down. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I've always said don't fucking follow, and I don't like what I see.
So when we was growing up, we was told we never should be a follower.
I don't fucking follow.
If you can't be a leader, don't you be a fucking follower
either.
either.
Fucking followers out here, yo, and I don't. Like you said, we grew up being told, to lead on our own, and I've chosen to lead. I don't fucking follow, and I hate to.
Yeah, because they said they're jumping off the bridge. You gonna jump off the fucking bridge?
With them?
Motherfuckers just following.
Shit, you might well hold their hands then if you're gonna do it.
I say, get it together, y'all, because there's too many of y'all following. Y'all need to learn how to lead. Lead, it's in your DNA. Know that.
Yeah, we were born to lead.
That's the stuff.
The original
maybe they need to get poke sticks. Want somebody to poke sticks so you can poke them in their ass. And they can't do nothing because if you get caught with your pants down and you poke in your ass, you just gotta put your pants. You get caught with the body at the supermarket. That's right. And you just gotta pull your pants up and say thank you.
Tag, you're it.
But it's real serious, y'all.
You just try to keep it the thing light. No sense in being upset, mad, and angry. We're not trying to offend anybody, and we're just talking about.
All we said is just think about it.
And these are things that we can
that we see and we know
in our own communities, yo. We can do better. You know, we must do better. We have to have these conversations with ourselves.
The thing is that with them having their pants down like that and different stuff, when you go to look at that person, their pants be so far down. You actually be saying, well, that motherfucking thug.
I don't mean thug.
No, but that's what they think. Society got them thinking because their pants is down like that, they're a thug or they are a bad person or they out there doing something. Yeah, they stereotype them.
Yeah.
So we have to be mindful of that too, because some of these cops look at y'all and they fuck with y'all just because of
your appearance, how you appear to be.
I never allow my boys. I never allow my boys to pull the fucking pants up. Pull your pants up.
Two sons. Nope, you're not doing that.
Pull pants up.
Nope, pull them up.
Plain and simple. I said, that's what I bought you a belt for. Pull your pants up. Neither one of my boys ever wore their pants down like that. None of them.
I don't know.
I don't know what it means.
I would like to know what it means, but I know what it means from back in the day. Slavery. That meant that in your boo-boo.
If they knew the truth, if they only knew the truth, and that's why it's important for you guys to know your history, because if we recognize where these things came from, then you will understand, why it
People
is.
get upset about them.
Yeah, like even for us, people don't know a lot of times, like the Levi jeans. Everybody loves Levi's. I got every fucking color. I ain't even gonna lie, but I had to learn when I did my own study and my own, background check in reference to that. It's a symbol on there. That's important. It's a reference to slavery. It's a reference to where it came from. Those jeans represent the fact that a black man originally made those jeans and created those jeans. Of course, like everything else, they stole from us. But at the end of the day, we still rocking Levi jeans, and the realization is even that little thing in the back, what they have with the Levi symbol and all that, you have to understand that there's a symbol on there that represents a time of enslavement, that represents a time of what they did to our people. And, even for them to have stolen the material to do the jeans, to create the jeans, and now we're paying for it, which the black man created them, but of course he didn't get acknowledgement.
Credit.
He never got credit. Of course, they stole that, and they're still getting money off of it, and we're still purchasing it. Like we need to understand, what really has happened here and what they are still doing to us to this day. Even for the fact that most of us, like Jay-Z just recently had that concert in New York, everybody had a great time. Like I said, I ain't really feeling Jay right now because I don't like the fuck that he went with Target, and he know right now, we protested Target. But anyway, that's a whole nother fucking story. We'll talk about that another time. So the fact is, for us to understand, what is really taking place and what's going on, and for us to do the history to understand if we really check behind some of these things that we're purchasing, that we're investing in, where it really comes from, as far as the slave trade, the ships, the marketing, the things that are still producing money for these companies that we are allowing ourselves to still pay into, to buy into. And when I talk about Jay, I talk about the Timberlands. I'm thinking about the boots, the importance of that, because they actually sold, they said fries and chicken nuggets at his concert and a boot that was kind of like a Timberland.
Get up.
Yeah. But it's a symbol because if y'all knew the realization is the Timberland motherfucker don't even want y'all in this shit.
Yeah.
He don't even want y'all wearing it.
That's why you know what you do? You go by stock in their company. They don't like us, but if you part of the company, you're going to get money from them.
And that's the reality of it. You got to switch the scenario. Switch the fucking scenario. Like I don't know if that's what Jay-Z, how he looked at it. Of course, he got his own bullshit, but he was talking about Colin Kaepernick. How you going to complain about his brother sitting up there in the black and knowing his family? You can read the guy,
The
attorney,
he paid for the autopsy.
for the autopsy. How dare you get on that stage and you make a comment in reference to him? Black man, what are you doing for the community? What are you doing, Jay? To be honest, you from New York, nigga.
When you gonna say stop killing our man?
I loved you, but now I'm a little concerned because, like I said, it seemed to me like it's all about you, and you don't give a fuck about the rest of us. We so quick to run to your concert. We so quick. Everybody, shit sold out for 3 days. Y'all pay attention.
The thing is, when are they gonna step up and say, brother and sister, let's stop killing each other? And listen to the rappers. And listen to these rappers. So why won't the rappers open up their mouth and say, let's stop killing each other? Why? Because they're gonna wake up?
Until something happened in one of his, and that's the problem. Jay, you got a son, you a black man. What the fuck did you do? I'm saying. I'm concerned. It's my opinion. I'm being honest. I'm being upset because I love Jay. Now what he's showing us, I don't like.
Jay, we're not gonna make Jay important right here right now. Because he's not gonna.
I just wanted to tell y'all what's going on in reference to the Timberland symbol and how they actually were selling fucking fries and fucking chicken nuggets at his concert. With the Timberland.
And if the people bought it, they bought it.
That's some bullshit. Y'all some dumbass motherfuckers like deep game.
But you can't say they.
Everybody's
not
woke.
They don't know. They don't know what
Educate
they
your
don't
fucking
know.
self then. Quickly.
They don't know what they don't know.
Everybody's not educated. Everybody's not gonna sit up there and go pick up a book to read. Some people don't like
it.
It
bothers me because, like I said, I have love for Jay. You know what I mean? I don't understand what the fuck is he doing. Like I said, like, I mean, you got all the power in the world to help your people at this time.
How many of these rappers, basketball players, football players, boxers, anyone who starts that's making money out there say we need to stand together and stop killing each other?
Not near none of them.
Only one person said that his people need to unite. Denzel Washington.
It's not just him. I think Andre 3000. There's a couple of them that seen the light, and that's why they backed the fuck up from that type of community. You know, they doing their own thing. They got away from the celebrity, and the
yeah, because they can't be who they are.
Yeah, and it's sad, because if you don't sell your fucking soul, obviously, you can't be a part of the group. And that's really sad, 'cause like I said, at this stage, the money that y'all making, y'all shouldn't have to be following motherfuckers.
But the thing is, it's not your soul. It's God's soul.
Yeah, you're right.
It
But
belongs to him. But you try to sell something that don't even belong to you.
They selling it.
And at the end, he gonna make the decision where your soul going.
They giving it. They
Anyway.
giving it.
It's sad, yo. Like I said, it hurt me to my heart because I've always loved Jay-Z, but I don't know what he's doing and I don't like it. Like I said, what I'm seeing, because how you gonna go against, us? You see right now.
To him, it's about his money.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
nigga, you got all the money in the world. Why you worried about fucking money?
It's greediness.
It's generational wealth. He can make sure his kids
greediness.
taken
He
care of.
does. So why is you doing this?
But you may say he's good. He may not
He
feel
might
he's
be pretty good.
Yeah, you right. I don't know.
We don't know.
All I know is I'm
We as black people are looking forward to Saturday night. What we gonna do? We get paid Friday. We going to the club Saturday. Monday we broke. But we to go to the club, and that's it.
Oh, I ain't going to the club.
That's the reality of
they
get
go,
that
they go
outfit.
to the club, right? They
Get
spend the
the
money
car,
on
the
these
gas, clean,
all this
yeah.
materialistic stuff. But what do we as black people have for our family
To leave
What we
behind.
But our parents gave us knowledge.
Yes.
They gave us knowledge that they learned. We worked hard to get where we are. All of us. They told us what to do. They gave us a blueprint for life. But we not giving nothing to them because nobody's listening to
Oh,
us.
shit, but we ain't still sitting in the motherfucking project.
Yeah, but that's just the stepping stone.
We said we not gonna do it. We got out.
But you move from there. But we should have land. Where's our land?
Yes,
We don't got land. We
crops.
don't care about these
We got a
people.
little piece of land.
We don't care about these people that's getting together as families and buying acres of land and
Yeah, I heard about them. Yep. I just posted about one. Yeah.
And that's what we
He
should
bought
do.
The thing is, you got some of them,
40
some of
acres of
them,
land,
in certain
man.
areas that they had. Now they sit up and fight these people because these people try to take their fucking land.
Yeah, but the thing is, almost this land for people to be trying to take it.
They pay for that land.
This is God's land. It ain't nobody's land.
I never
They
understood
pay for that
It's
land.
God's land.
It is God's
Ain't
land.
God?
Like water.
Who you
God
paying?
they created water. Why are we paying for
Why
water?
we pay for
I
what?
never understood none of these things, but
We
this
didn't
is
have to
where
pay
we
for
at.
air. We pay for air conditioning. We pay
Yeah,
for air.
you're right. You're right.
Because we always have to pay for
Electricity.
something. We have to pay to live. That's what it is. We're paying to live. You work all week. They decided 40 hours was how many hours you should work a week. Before, when you was a slave, not us, but back when they were slaves, they worked. They didn't pay
All
rent.
day.
They didn't buy food. They was given all that stuff.
But they
Clothes, food, woman board, everything. They worked. Sun up to sundown. They said, okay, we're gonna change it. 40 hours a week. We pay rent. We pay for food. We pay everything.
that's how everything changed when they came,
Because they wasn't gonna let us be who
slaves.
we are.
Right. We weren't slaves anymore. So at this time,
They had to find a way.
We're
Find a way
gonna
for
make
us to
them
pay
pay
them.
for room and board.
We're gonna make them pay to
for
be
water,
free.
electricity, and they free now, but they gotta pay. They
Pay
have
us.
to work
We
for us
gotta
for the
pay to
rest of
be
their
free.
lives in order for them to be. They're gonna die working for us,
Yeah.
and that's just the reality of it.
And
you
that's
know?
why more people need to become entrepreneurs.
That's why I'm
whatever.
doing my thing,
Okay.
baby. Oh,
Make
by the
it.
way, my magazine gonna be dropping issue 3, the Smack issue. Should be dropping tonight or tomorrow morning, definitely. Check that out. All right, yeah, it's $12.99, baby. You know what I mean? So if you want to read it all and fully, do what you do. All right, I got you. But definitely, yeah, that's the reality. We need to be our own entrepreneurs. We need to create our own business and our own opportunities at this time. Realistically speaking, with everything going on with technology, the way they got motherfuckers flipping burgers, and when you go to Walmart, you doing the work yourself. There ain't nobody even really a cashier no more. I need to peep game and definitely get involved with getting your own shit established at this time because these jobs are not guaranteed anymore.
Nope.
Let's just be honest.
But you, while you working, you supporting somebody else's dream.
Yes,
It's
why not
your
support
dream.
your own, yo?
Yeah.
Support your own.
It's a lot of work to do it. It's a lot of work, but
It could be done.
It could be worth it.
It could be
You
done.
just gotta be dedicated to
And
it.
it is important, like I said, to dedicate yourself to something in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had the opportunity, now is the time. You know, you need to pay attention, you need to focus on what's going on, what's around you. And if you can get in where you fit in, I would advise you to provide your own self with an income. You know, try to find some way, some niche to get in. You know, whatever you good at, you know, you feel you good at. You know, take this time now to try to, you know, look into it because there are a lot of opportunities, you know, for us all.
Today's the best day.
And the thing is that
First
you're
day.
never too old to start.
Nope.
You're never too old to start.
It's the old crew here.
You're just gonna take some work. That's all.
All right, I'm the youngest out the bunch, baby. You know what I mean? But we doing what we doing.
You the youngest. You the middle child. You the middle child.
But
You.
yeah, you know, we
You're the
definitely
middle child.
suggest for you guys to, you know, try to look into entrepreneurship. You know, like I said, if you can, if you have a niche, if you have something that you're really good at and you feel, you know, you could make an income on it, yeah, at this time would be a
There's a
great
lot of
opportunity.
opportunities out there.
Definitely,
You just
especially
gotta
for our
find it.
people. Especially
Gotta
for our
find
people.
it.
We are very creative individuals. We all have a lot of ideas. We all have creativity.
And since y'all want to sit up there and be wearing the bonnets and stuff, create some bonnets. Some nice ones. Seriously. Some nice
It's
ones.
money to be made. It's money to be made.
Make some bonnets.
Just
Make
gotta
some
find
bonnets.
something everybody needs.
Different styles.
Keep it
different
out a
stuff.
buck with y'all. If you ever was younger, you know, you was out there and you was getting money, you know, on the block, whatever. You just need to learn how to, you know, because I ain't gonna sit there and promote that. What I'm saying is you was young and you dumb, you didn't know no better. But if you learn how to get that money out there on the block and you learned how to, you know, build a little empire for yourself when you was getting paid and you had it all lined up, you could do the same thing legit. You just got to flip that shit. You just got to do your homework. You just got to pay attention. It
You
ain't
gotta put in
hard.
the work. You have to put in the work.
Yes.
Because if you don't, you're not gonna get it. It takes work.
Anybody can do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you have the tenacity, you just have to focus on yourself, pay attention, do your homework. You know what I'm saying? But if you was able to get out there and get money on the block, I feel like you could always, you know, change that, switch it, and you could make it, you know, legit. You know, you just have to, you know, see your way out of it and see something better for yourself and recognize, you know, that you have an opportunity if you just, you know, pay attention and focus and do your work. You know, do your own study.
Some people don't know when to stop because they like that fast money.
Yeah,
Nah,
the
but
fast
see,
money,
the thing
the
is,
fast
you got
money
to
leads
know-
to the
It ain't
end.
You
gonna
got
get
to
you
know
nowhere.
when
It
to
ain't gonna
stop.
get you nowhere. It ain't gonna
It
get
ain't.
you nowhere.
You gotta know when
They
to
don't
stop.
jab.
Learn to do better. You gotta learn to do better. Like I said, there's always opportunity to switch it around, baby. Like I said, if you was a true hustler, you know how to get that money on the block. I feel like you can always switch it. You can always make it a legit business. You know what I mean? You just gotta take the time and do what you gotta do for yourself. You know, invest in yourself. It can be done. You know, believe that. You know,
Yeah.
always know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. But
Yep.
besides that, you know, anything last words you guys want to talk about the rest of what we
What are we
discussed?
talking about? Pajamas,
The
man. How the
bonnets,
hell
yeah,
do you
But the bonnets and
don't worry
the
about
dirty
it.
white
Pajamas,
pajamas that's dragging on the
Dragging
floor
on the
and
ground with
stuff.
sneakers. You know
And
what
stuff
we're
with
talking
dirty sneakers
about.
on.
That's just our opinion of
Yeah,
something to talk
yeah,
about.
just our opinion.
Besides us talking about the regular things that we always
Talk
talking about.
about, you know, just throwing it
Yeah.
off a little
Just a
bit,
little
but it's
something,
real, you know,
something.
it's important that, you know, keep your upkeep, like I said, you know, carry yourself, you know, with
Miss Dini,
respect.
hold your head high.
Yes, always, you know, and know, you know, like I said, you come from greatness. I don't know why y'all don't recognize what it is. These people got y'all fucked up mentally because y'all don't even understand. Y'all kings and queens, like, you know, I mean, it's in our DNA. You know, y'all
You even
sit up
got
there
guys
slipping.
wearing the bondage and shit.
Yeah, I don't care who it's
Y'all
about.
slipping, yo. Like I said, get it together, people. You know, like I said, we got to do better.
But check this out. This don't have nothing to do with the bonnet. I seen a picture that somebody took of a father kissing his 6-year-old daughter directly in the mouth. But the thing is, he took his finger and put it underneath her chin. Like, you know how you do your woman, you put your finger underneath her chin like this to give her a good kiss? He did that to his daughter.
I think that's.
I know we need to talk about something like that. Because when do kissing your kid in the mouth stops?
First of all,
And
why
kids
did
If it's a pet, that's different. But
not
all
in the
that,
mouth? Why are you as an adult kissing a kid in their mouth?
Right.
Period. Babies, not in the mouth, on the face, forehead. Right. Why in the mouth?
Exactly.
Your mouth as an adult has more germs than anything, and you giving it to a baby, a kid, or whatever. No.
But this is what we need to talk about on our next one.
Yeah, well, we talk about it on the next one. I guess. I think that's disgusting.
When did that stop?
I don't know why I
We're gonna
started.
talk about
Yeah,
that.
because
Why start?
we ain't with that.
We ain't kissing in the lips.
Nope. But anyway, guys, like I said, we definitely, you know, want y'all to take heed to what was said. We appreciate you guys' time, you know, y'all energy, sitting there with us, listening to what we discussed. And of course, you know, we're gonna see y'all next week. You know, y'all take it easy, you know, and always as always, you know, one love, you know, peace.
Peace. I'm gonna make some bonnets, and y'all can wear my bonnets. Okay. Peace, y'all.
I'm gonna make some bonnets.